Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. This side, Rahul Magan here as a Chief Executive Officer of Treasury Consulting LLP. And today we are going to speak about very interesting topic which is happening in India, and one of the most debatable topic, which is Reserve Bank of India, either hawkish, dovish, or misnomer. Reserve Bank of India, either hawkish, dovish, or misnomer. Now we all know that in the very first meeting, Urjit Patel hits a century. He reduced the repo rate by 25 basis point against all expectations. Yes, certainly a lot of people who are watching the video would be making a sense that their people were expecting Urjit Patel to cut the rate, but I wasn't expecting Urjit Patel to cut the rate because there are certain reasons behind that which we are going to cover in this video. And you know that our YouTube channel has been saying this number of times on the WhatsApp groups which we have, and wherever we all the e-platforms of our brand foreign exchange Basic thinkers, we keep communicating that Reserve Bank should not cut the rate because this will lead to a reverse carry for INR. But I am very surprised, in the very first match this man scored a century, just reduced the repo rate by 25 basis point to 6.25%. As simple as that. Now, before commenting on Reserve Bank of India, let me give you some facts which is very fresh as on today or probably as on yesterday. Australian 10-year government securities trading at 2.18%. Singapore 1.90, USD stands for United States Treasuries. This is 1.75%, UK 0.98. Simplicity we can take 1%. So all here are 1%. This is AAA rated bond and investment grade bond. Well, at least one thing which we are sure, that so-called Australia, Singapore, United States and UK, they will not default. Because if they default, it would be a chain reaction and this would known as the contagion, and entire financial system would wash away. Yes, at the same time, I'm not saying that they cannot, I'm not saying that they can just sleep with their AAA rating. They continually have to perform, and the regulators have to dig into the financial systems like stress test and all to make sure that things are happening in a perfect way, to be very honest. Another is high yield bonds. Portugal, Poland, Italy, Norway. Portugal offering 3.5, Poland 3, Italy 1.74, Norway 1.27. So approximately they are offering greater than 1.5%. But these are high yield or non-AAA rated bonds. Please note, I will not term this as a junk bonds because they are not junk. Because I have not mentioned Greece there. I have not mentioned other countries there. So they are not junk bonds. That is for sure. That is, I am giving you in writing. Right? They are high yielded bond. Now, if I am an investor who sits in US, who earning 0.5%, and every day on the Bloomberg TV, he is getting a different statements that sometimes Federal Reserve want to hike the rate, sometimes they don't want to hike the rate. The minutes of meeting suggest that 50% member are in that favor. Minute of meeting suggests that 50% member are not in the favor. All of a sudden, the Fisher comes, the vice chair, he's saying that I am interested in hiking the rate. Janet Yellen, who is acting dovish but behaving like a very hawkish, So I'm not sure where the interest rate would go, but yes, I have a certain idea that interest rate would hike by at least 25 bips in 2017. This is something I am sure, or max to max, I can give a guarantee to myself that if today they are 0.5%, they would go to 1%. This is the maximum guarantee I can give to them. Now what would happen? Now RBI left with three options. Either they can be hawkish, either they can be dovish, or either they can be misnomer. Right? Now what do you mean by hawkish? In my view, RBI should be hawkish. Because there is one kind of category which has just generated in the market, which is known as yield hawks. Who are yield hawks? They are the person who are looking for yield, which is known as carry trade, as simple as that. Now RBI should not cut the repo rate, because if they cut the repo rate, INR will move towards reverse carry very fast. Yes, I would strongly agree this with fact that sitting today 10-year GSEC is approximately 6.5%. It was 6.88% before cutting the rate. Now if they continue to cut the rate, then this will fall down and the delta, which is the carry, will go away. And if this carry will go away, then an investor would surely have an option, which is Australia, Singapore, United States and UK. And we should not forget that euro is in a trouble, credit goes to Deutsche. GBP is in a trouble, credit goes to the hard landing of the Brexit. Chinese economy, of course, they are into SDR, but they take some time to stabilize. That time could be 1 year, half an year, and so we're not sure about it. As simple as that. In that regard, this would be the most probable option for that. Another option for RBI would be Dovish. Status quo. Accommodative monetary policy. If you are cutting the rate, keep cutting. So at least 100 bips, 100 bips or 1% in a year. So reaching to 3%, it will take 3 years. By that time, Urjit Patel will retire. Another is misnomer. Not sure. Just like a cricket match. Match is turning, so the better is to have a defense. I'm not sure I will hike it. I'm not sure I will increase it. But I will do as per the global economy. But sitting today, RBI is highly dovish. They're seriously interested in cutting the interest rate, and they are going to face the serious repercussions of the same because of this fact. We all know that International Monetary Fund Conference 2016 is happening in Washington DC, and a lot of business media is covering that. Today, watching Bloomberg TV, and Bloomberg TV clearly mentioned that Swiss National Bank, in fact, there was an interview of the president of Swiss National Bank, Mr. Thomas Jordan. Thomas said that Swiss National Bank will not think twice if they ask to cut the interest rate more into negative territory. Now, what do you mean by this? Swiss National Bank is already in a negative territory. And now there is a talks going on that they wanted to cut more into negative territory as to stimulate the economy. And if this would happen, this would be the height of negative interest rate policy. This would be the height of negative interest rate policy. So considering all the facts that you have a set who is offering approximately 2%, at least these three are offering high yield. One should not forget that they are not junk. Portugal is not junk. Italy not yet junk. Ireland is not junk. Poland is not junk. Norway is not junk. In fact, Norway is the most competitive European economy. When the Brexit happened, a lot of people said that UK can still survive if they follow the Norway model. Norway is not a part of EU, but still the most competitive economy is just like Finland. They are not junk. If I am a carry investor, and I know that India, who is offering me 6.8% and reducing to 6.5%, I know I have two sets, set 1 and set 2. I will preferably go for this set because I know that sitting today, RBI is either dovish or misnomer. At least they are not hawkish. That is for sure. That is something which is in writing. And if this trend would continue, and if we go by the minutes or if we go by the statement which is in the media, then Reserve Bank of India clearly said that they might decrease repo rate by another 50 basis point in the first quarter 2017. And believe me, if this would happen, then today repo, which is 6.25, and assume it would reduce to less than 5, between 5 and 6 territory, then reverse carry will initiate. Between 5 and 6, reverse carry will initiate. And once reverse carry will initiate, things would be haywire. Things would simply be haywire for the people. So this was the purpose of the video, is to let you know that how things are happening, is to aware you that Reserve Bank of India could be hawkish, could be dovish, or could be misnomer. We know that this set is there who is offering AAA guarantee. We know that this set is offering high yield guarantee, but not junk yield. And we all know that today Europe, Tokyo, Swiss National Bank, they all are having negative interest rate policies, and they are ready to go at any level. They just want to stimulate their economy, and they can go to any level. We also should not forget that there are a lot of talk which has happened that negative interest rate policy is not good for the globe, and I personally agree with the same. Right? At the same time, we should agree with the fact that once you started with a negative interest rate policy, then the vicious cycle of moving would continue. And once this vicious cycle would continue, it would continue. And there is no end of it. With this, we would like to thank you very much, and we love to bring more videos to you, and we are very pleased to share that we all scheduled to cross 200 videos this week. And with this, Treasury Consulting LLP will make a benchmark in the industry to have 200 live technical foreign exchange and markets video for you. We thank you very much for your support. Our mobile number, my email ID is known to you, treasuryconsultingllp@gmail.com, and my mobile number is rahulmagan8@gmail.com. Sorry, my alternate email ID. My mobile number is 9899242978. My Skype contact is Rahul5327. Thank you and have a great day ahead.